Make sure you stick around for this one, guys, because this is a cracker. Hook the smooth round my little airlight rod. Yeah, smooth round. Morning everyone, welcome back to UK Predator Fishing. I'm fishing today, I'm just in Morecambe Bay again. Been on a slipway a few times after place this year. Hopefully we'll get the 100 today. I'm going to fish 2 tides. I've booked the day off. Got so I'm going to do high water now and low water later. I'm a bit late today just because it was dark, so can't really fish the place in darkness. I don't find anyway. But yeah, we're going to fish this high tide and then we're going to go to a low tide venue where there's chance of hounds, rays. Place obviously bass, so we'll see what happens later on. What I'm just doing is, because I've only got frozen black for now, is I'm just getting frozen black like that, put it on my baiting needle. I'm just going to get a little bit of prawn. These are the king prawns that I get from Iceland. And I'm just going to elasticate that up. Just because I've only got frozen, I'm going to get a bit more scent in the water. Just something to attract some more fish. So yeah, just little tiny bits of prawns just to tip the hook off. Feel very unorganised today. I'm pretty tired. Normally I'm a lot more on it than this. Unfortunately I was unable to get any fresh bait this morning. I'm just hopeful that the shops might have some in. I was going to go dig some myself, but I thought I was able to get some fresh. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case. I'm not elasticating the whole worm, guys, just the prawn. The little bits of prawn that I'm elasticating, just because it's quite delicate once you cut it up, and then that'll just slide straight onto your hooks. Just the 2-up clip down with some black and green beads. All you do is put your hook in the end of the baiting needle, just slide it on like that. And then hopefully we get a nice place on each hook. That'd be alright. You can use any lead on these, really. You can use a gripper or whatever you like. I've opted for just a pyramid lead, just because I like a bit of movement on the bottom when I'm place fishing. And the rig all clips together too. So that goes in there. And that goes in there. Give it a nice streamlined bait for casting. Anyway, we'll bring you back hopefully with some action, and hopefully we can get some place. We've got 22 left to go now. We'll see what we can do. Well, the action's been pretty slow so far, not even had a bite, but just look at how beautiful it is out here this morning. Absolutely perfect. sea's so flat. The sun's gonna come out soon. It's gonna be a nice day. We've got the whole day to fish. Hopefully just a few fish decide to pop along. That's the difference between having fresh and frozen bait, I guess. I normally only like fishing with fresh, but obviously you can't get it all the time. Just taking in a moment and appreciating this lovely view we've got. If you look over there, that's where I'm from, all these mountains and stuff. Well, I live in the Lake District, so whenever I come fishing I have to spend about half an hour, 45 minutes to go. The closest to me is either Barrow or Morecambe. That's where I fish them two mainly. And then you've got West Cumbria, which is about an hour from me. Right guys, so I've never actually seen it being this slow, to be honest, but I've literally just had a bite again on a T9. It's out at a bit of distance, this one. Problem is with using such a big rod, you can't really feel much with it, but I wanted to use that rod just purely because I can get a bit more distance out on it to the deeper water. So I've chucked one in quite close and one out really far. I've moved you onto the other side of the railing just because the sun's facing me now, so it wouldn't have been very good viewing. But yeah, it's been really, really slow, guys, to be honest. Not ideal at all. Again, the bite's just kind of disappeared, so I don't know what's going on. It could be eels or something like that. Small little eels, like you get a few eels here, so yeah, it's not been an ideal morning. I'm hoping that low water produces a few more. I tend to get a few more on low water, so yeah, we can only try, can't we? So we'll see what happens. Well, there we go. Finally managed to get one. No size really, probably 25 centimetres, but there we go. There's the first place of the day. It's been a very slow morning. It must have just bit that T900 bait and then just sat there on it. Didn't give it a reaction. I just went to rechange the bait, and there we go. A beautiful place. 21 to go. Hopefully this afternoon can improve. I might even have one more cast here now, just because there's fish coming out now, and yeah, I've got a couple of hours to kill, so I might just stay here and see what else we can get. Well, I've got a bite. I've actually got another bite now, guys. This one's on the Achios Airlight. Yeah, it's tapping away. Fish on. Let's go down to the water's edge to retrieve him. There's another place, guys. I can't believe how slow it's been. It was just slightly lip hooked. I can't believe how slow it's been all session. And then literally it's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours after high water. And there's not even hardly any water in front of me. I'll show you in a second, it's all come out, but now they start biting. It's weird. I had a couple bites before, like I say, one pulled my rod right over at that was just bang on high water, but I don't think it was a place because it gave a couple little taps and then it went bang. So yeah, we'll get this guy back anyway. There's second place of the day. Let's get this guy back. He's just sat there for a minute. See if I can give him a little nudge. He just wants to sit there for now. I've got my feet wet now. Got to sit with wet feet all day, great. So as you can see, the water's come right out now, and what I'm just sort of stood on this little bit of a slipway, but the water's gone right out. There's not much depth in front of me now, but the fish are still coming out. So I'll have a few more casts here now that they've started biting, I think, and then move on to the low water mark. So down at the next mark now, we've got 3 rods out now. My brother's joined me. One rod's got a peeler crab on. That's just for hounds, that's for him. I'm not too bothered about catching smooth hounds today. So they'll all be for him. And then my rods have got just some blow lug, which Stuart Blako gave me. So a big thanks to him. He gave me a load of them and they're really nice worms too. So yeah, big thanks to him. Hopefully we can get on a few fish down here and get that place count up. So as you can see, the worms are a really nice stamp of blow lug and blacks. Really nice worms. Just down at the mark now. It's a bit muddy down here. The locals will know where I am. But yeah, I like to fish next to this channel bit over here. Either side's good, but we'll see what we can do. I hooked a smooth round with my little air light rod. That's it feels like a decent fish, but obviously it's such a light rod, you just don't know really. Trying not to let him take too much line because it's only the small reel. This is just on blow lug. He's done most of his run now. Yeah, smooth out. Whoa. I've only got little tiny hooks on it.
Oh, it's not a bad one, is it?
There we go, just a nice smooth round there. There's a bit of blood, but it'll be alright, it'll go straight back. Probably about 5 or 6 pounds, it's a really strong fish. Yeah, that was just on the full crab. We'll get him straight back though. Beautiful fish. There's another smooth round there for my brother. This one's got really nice markings on it. Beautiful little fish that. It's got nice white spots all over it. And a nice lineal stripe down the back. Nice one. Got that smooth round back there. Off like a missile, look. There we go guys, finally got my first place at the low water venue. It's been pretty slow going on the place. I've missed a couple of bites which has been very frustrating. But there we go, there's the first place. That's free today. Beautiful fish. Got a bit of interest on there. 10th field rod, don't look, it's really going. I better get that. Well, there we go guys, that was that bite produced this nice place, similar size to the last one, maybe a little bit smaller. He's got some really nice orange spots on again. We'll get this guy returned and hopefully we can get a couple more on the flood when the water starts running in. Another little smooth round there, just a small one, but again he's got some beautiful markings on it. Quite strong, aren't they, even the little ones? Be a bit of a nuisance at times, but there we go. I think it's the third or fourth smooth round of the day. He's a male, look. These two little claspers here. There is his ball bag. But yeah, there we go. Well guys, I can't really believe it, but I had a little nibble and it wasn't even like a huge bite, and it just resulted in my second fish over £3, and it was a double shot too. So there's two more place. I'll get this one straight back, but I'll give you another show of the big one. Well, there we go. There's a 51 centimetre place, £3, absolute belter. That's the second one over 50 ever, and they've both been this year. What a great fish that is. Plenty of meat on him. He's heavy, but we're going to get him back. We don't eat fish. So we'll get him straight back after this. Just going to take a couple of photos, but there we go. Absolutely buzzing. Got a bite now, guys, on the Pentonvale rod. We'll be at another place, just moving over this sandbank. You can see in the water, there's a sandbank, and I think the place are coming out the channel and feeding onto it because it's past half an hour. We seem to be really on the feed. Well, that's it for today's video. We had a good day, to be fair. Managed to tick off 7th place, so there's only 15 to go now, and then we had a few smooth rounds as well to go with it, so can't really complain at that. I've got a meal to go to tonight, so I better get home and get sorted for that. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, give us a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one where hopefully we can get them 100 place done.